Imagine being a landlord and renting out your property without asking for a deposit. Sounds risky, right? Well, that's exactly what's happening with no deposit rentals, and it's changing the game for landlords. In this video, I'll break down how these schemes work, the pros and cons for landlords, and what you need to watch out for if you're thinking of trying it yourself. Plus, I'll share tips on how to make no deposit rentals work in your favour. So if you're a landlord or thinking of becoming one, stay tuned. This is crucial information you won't want to miss. If you're serious about property investing, do me a favour and hit that subscribe button. Now let's get into it. Chapter 1. What are no deposit rentals? So what exactly is a no deposit rental? Instead of asking tenants to hand over 5 weeks rent up front as a deposit, landlords can now offer an alternative scheme. Tenants typically pay a small non-refundable fee, often equal to 1 week's rent. That covers insurance against potential damages or unpaid rent. These schemes are designed to make moving easier for tenants who struggle to save large deposits, while still giving landlords peace of mind. Popular options include zero deposit, reposit, and flat fare. Each of these offer different levels of protection and terms, so it's important to understand the details. Chapter 2. The pros for landlords. So why would landlords choose this over a traditional deposit? There are a few key advantages. Faster tenant sign-ups. Since tenants don't need to save thousands up front, you'll get applications faster, ideal for reducing void periods. Wider tenant pool. This makes your property more accessible to renters who may have steady incomes but struggle with upfront costs. Potential for higher rents. Because tenants save money on deposits, they may be willing to pay slightly higher monthly rents, increasing your cash flow. Protection beyond traditional deposits. Some schemes insure landlords for damages or unpaid rent above what typical deposits would cover. For example, imagine you're renting out a flat for $1,200 per month. Normally, a tenant would need to find $1,385 upfront for the deposit, plus their first month's rent. With a no deposit scheme, they may only need to pay a one-off fee of £200 or £300. That lower barrier to entry means you can fill vacancies faster and attract more interest. Chapter 3. The risks and downsides. Now, before you rush to ditch deposits altogether, let's talk about the potential downsides. Limited coverage. While these schemes do provide insurance, coverage may not always match the full 5-week deposit you typically take. Non-refundable fees. Tenants may be frustrated that they're paying a non-refundable fee rather than a deposit that they'd eventually get back, which could deter some renters. Disputes and claims. Some landlords have reported challenges when claiming for damages under no deposit schemes. Be sure to document everything carefully with photos and a detailed check-in report. For example, a landlord in Birmingham found themselves £800 out of pocket when a tenant damaged carpets and walls. The no deposit scheme covered some of the costs, but because the damage exceeded the insured amount, they had to pay the rest themselves. This is why checking policy limits is vital. Chapter 4. How to make no deposit rentals work for you. If you're thinking about using a no deposit scheme, here's how to protect yourself and maximize your results. Choose a reputable provider. Stick with established schemes like zero deposit or flat fare. Research their terms, claims processes, and coverage limits. Screen tenants thoroughly. Don't relax your vetting process just because the deposit hurdle is lower. Run credit checks, ask for references, and assess financial stability. Document everything. Take detailed check-in and check-out photos and keep a clear inventory report. This will strengthen your case if you need to make a claim. Communicate clearly. Explain the no deposit scheme clearly to tenants so they understand the fees involved and what's expected of them. For example, Lisa, a landlord in Manchester, successfully rented out her flat using a no deposit scheme. By thoroughly screening her tenant, documenting the property's condition, and explaining the scheme properly, she protected her investment while still attracting a great tenant quickly. Chapter 5. Final thoughts, and is this right for you? No deposit rentals can be a game changer for landlords looking to reduce void periods, attract more tenants, and improve cash flow, but they're not without risks. By understanding the pros and cons, choosing the right provider, and staying diligent with tenant checks and property documentation, you can make this strategy work for you. So, would you consider offering a no deposit option for your property? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you found this useful, do me a favour, hit that like and subscribe button. I'll catch you on the next one.